word that God has spoken to us, we have failed to act them out. Why are people running from mountain to mountain? They want to hear God. They want to know what God is saying. But willingness to know what God is saying without the same willingness to carry out what God is saying is a waste. God speaks per season. And when the season is over, he expects you to carry out the action. So I am saying that when God stops speaking, it is time for man to start acting. There is a season to listen to God and a season to carry out in practical terms what God has told you. Everybody is in church this morning. What are we doing? We are listening. We are listening to the word of God. If everything ends here, you're coming to church, the purpose of coming to church is defeated. It's good that as I'm teaching, you are making note. Actions are required. It is the actions you take from my message, from the word of God to you, that will make a difference between you and others. Hearing the word of God and abandoning it. Hearing the word of God and putting them aside. Hearing the word of God and doing nothing about it does not make the word of God to profit a man. When God has left speaking, he expected Peter to do what? To carry out the actions required. And what is the action required? Let down your net for what? For a drought. So God had to stop speaking, permitting man to act what he has said, so that man can see the miracle that is expected. So on the road to your miracle, God must speak, you must act to see the miracle. On the road to the miraculous, God must speak, you must act. Without the action of his word, you will not see the miracle that the word carries. Except you act out his word, you cannot see the miracle that the word carries. You are sick, and I say, if you believe for a healing, lift up your hand. If you do not lift up your hand, even if the word that I've said has the potency to give you healing and deliverance, without you carrying out the action of faith by lifting up your hands, you will never get your miracle. Some will say, if he is powerful, without lifting up my hands, it should make me yield. You will remain at that pole for 100 years. You will remain at that spot for 50 years. You will remain at that spot for 20 years. There is a need for every one of us to understand that there is an action required for the performance of the word. What did I say?